Welcome to the Libra Lounge with Keisha podcast. I'm your host, Keisha. I've got producer James here in the studio with me.
Hey.
How y'all doing? How your mom and them? Oh, man, I tell you what. I saw an article, and it is so beyond true. It is saying that more kids are choosing to stay home after the age of 18.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm talking about not just kids like until, adulthood, basically. They're staying home. I feel like people should normalize that because just because a person is 18, even 25, they may not be really ready to fly the coop.
Agreed.
I mean, I wasn't ready to fly the coop till I was 29.
She flew right into my damn coop.
I know. I flew from one coop to the next coop. Like, someone take care of me, please. I can't do it on my own. I need guidance. And I didn't even know how to cook when James and I first started living together. I knew how to cook 3 things.
You literally soared across the street.
Basically, I can still wave to my mom, hey, I'm right here. But we need to start normalizing this instead of making people feel bad for still living at home at a certain age, because it could be like different circumstances. It could be, someone's going, they're still in school for one. Mm-hmm. 2, financially, I don't know, a parent could be sick, or it's just a number of reasons. I just don't think people should be so judgmental when they hear that an adult, and I'm saying adult over age 18, but adult can go to whatever age, still live at home.
Yeah.
And I go back to, most people are not ready to move out. And I'm going to give you an example of why my child, the fruit of my womb, is not quite ready to move out. Even though sometimes she tricks herself and makes it seem as though she is. But I think we all 3 of us had quite the reminder at 3:23 Monday morning. Now, when James hits the pillow, he's out. There's no downtime. He hits the pillow, he's completely asleep and in deep sleep. Now it takes me, I need a little bit of medication to get there, all right? So I am half a Xanax in, a mood stabilizer, and 2 Trazodones in, okay? I'm out. I've taken probably the equivalent of half of a horse tranquilizer. I'm asleep. At 3:23 in the morning, not to be mistaken with 3:23 in the afternoon, this is in the morning, something barrels through our door, okay? Now, mind you, you never really want to wake anyone up out of a deep sleep. And for me, especially when I wake up with my anxiety level on 5,000. Something is, to me, the world is ending, something is wrong. So imagine you hear something barreling through your door in the wee hours of the morning.
You don't want your phone to go off after midnight, and you don't want your door to open after 3.
No, not at all. Not at all. But the door was opened. So I feel like James may have raised his head up a little bit, like what the, and it took me a couple of seconds to get there because I'm drugged. So I couldn't immediately pop up. But when I did pop up, I'm like, what is going on? It's Skylar, my 23-year-old daughter, waking us up at 3:23 a.m. Now, you may ask yourself, why would a 23-year-old choose to wake her sleeping parents up at, what time was it, James?
3:23 a.m.
And I'm going to tell you the reason why. And this is going to go along with why she's not ready to move out. So after I get somewhat of composure, and it's really not a lot of composure, it is more like, I don't know, you've been heavily drugged and someone has shaken you up. You didn't wake up naturally. You have been shaken up. So I don't even see her. That is how drugged I am. But I know there's a presence there. And I feel like I may know the presence. I don't know. So I finally come to a little bit, I'm like, What's wrong? And here is what the 23-year-old
strong,
independent black woman, college educated, okay?
Bachelor's degree
on the road to her master's degree. This is what she says when I ask, what's wrong? Because again, usually when someone wakes you up in the middle of the night, there's an emergency. Am I wrong?
It was something that should be worth waking you up for.
Yes. Okay. Emergencies.
Yes.
Someone's breaking in.
Which we did learn now how much noise they'd have to make for us to even fucking notice.
It had to be a lot. Yeah. Whoever it is, go ahead and take everything because we still sleeping. We about to stay asleep. Go on and get what you can. Because even when we wake up, we can't run. He's fucking like a hibernating bear, and I'm drugged. I'm walking, one foot is dragging behind me, okay? No one is moving fast at our house. So let's go back to why the 23-year-old has woken us up. Sky, what's wrong? This is Sky. I threw up. What? Did you throw up a baby? Because I'm trying to understand. Did you give birth through your mouth? What is going on? I wanted y'all to know I threw up. I'm flabbergasted at this point, okay? And I didn't even know what to say because my thinking gears are not going. They're not going.
They're not engaged.
They're not engaged at all. They're intoxicated at this point. So she's like, how am I going to get it up? Bitch, girl, please be so for real. Which, lucky for her, I was in this state because I couldn't cuss her out. I just said, throw a towel over it.
And I heard that part.
But I'm still not calculating anything. Everything is just like a fever dream. It's a fever dream that I'm having right now. So I lay back down, and then I'm coming to a little bit. Very slowly, something says, that girl just said she threw up. So I text her and I'm like, are you okay? She's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, there's Pepto-Bismol in the medicine cabinet where all the medications are. Everyone knows this, but apparently before you take the medication, you need to let everyone be aware of why you need to be medicated, okay? Then I tell her, because I'm coming out of it a little bit. Also, I don't know what's wrong with your stomach, but I have Tums in my purse, okay? So when I wake up the next morning, I'm like, what the fuck happened last night? As a matter of fact, James said, he asked the question, what happened last night? And I'm like, well, let me tell you. She came in because now everything, the sun is out. The sun is shining. My brain, I'm fully charged. Okay,
everything's firing.
I'm fired. Everything's firing up right now. And as I'm talking through it, I'm coming to the realization of what really truly went down. And I told him, I said, she woke us up to tell us that she threw up. I said, but now that I am thinking clearly, the only reason she woke us up was so that James would wake up and go clean up her vomit.
Yep.
She did not want to, because you know what? He's been cleaning up her vomit since she was 10. Okay? She knows I'm not going. I cleaned up all your puke. When you stop puking up formula, that's when I stop cleaning up throw up. She knows James will continue to do this. I looked at him and I said, with all seriousness, I said, she could have texted us that she was sick. Her only reason for waking us up was so you would get up out of bed, which you've done before, to clean up her vomit. That is how I know that 23-year-old is nowhere near ready to move out. What the fuck is she going to do when she moves out? Call us at 323? Can you guys come over? Bring Pepto with you? Bring Tums with you? And can you also clean up my vomit?
Nope, she's going to put a little towel over it and wait till we come visit on the weekend. That'll happen.
Well,
and
that's
we get
basically
there, and
what
there'll just be
happened.
like a bunch of little flags all around.
Showing us exactly where to go. Because do you think the next morning when I went in to check up on her that she cleaned up that vomit? Absolutely 100% not. This is what she told me. Let James know that I threw up in my bathtub and it's clogged.
Yeah.
You know, some people right then and there would have said, one, why were you up at 3 o'clock in the morning? Two, why did you throw up in your bathtub? But me, I've gotten to such a therapeutic level in life. I don't entertain bullshit that has nothing to do with me. That's between you and James. Yes, I will surely relay the message to him. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Staff will be here momentarily to clean up your vomit. Yeah, she's not ready at all to clean up. She's not ready to move out at all. And that right there made me worry less about the thought of her moving out. She ain't ready, y'all. She ain't ready. And I think then she knew she wasn't ready at all either. So.
And what was the only thing I was worried about?
Oh my God. What does every dad worry about when any woman who's in her 20s or 30s throws up?
In the morning.
It wasn't in the morning. It was technically in the middle of the fucking night.
It's 3. So
this wasn't, I got up at 7 a.m. Oh my God, I'm nauseated and I threw up. I don't know why the bitch was up. It's not like she went out that night.
All I heard was sick morning. That's it.
Yeah, he looks at me. He's like, is she pregnant?
Is she pregnant?
That thought never crossed my mind at all because I know how super paranoid this girl is about not getting pregnant. But of course, when someone plants a seed, he didn't just plant the seed. He watered the seed all fucking day long to the point I actually went in there and said, "You're not pregnant, are you?" And then I felt bad for asking her that because I knew she was not, and I didn't even think about it. But when you have someone whispering in your ear throughout the day, every time you pass by, psst, hey, did you ask her if she's pregnant? No, I'm going to go get an Alani. Can I be left alone? Later on, psst, do you think she's pregnant? Motherfucker, I don't know. I'm not a psychic or anything like that. I am simply trying to prepare dinner for nourishment for this entire family. I don't know if she's pregnant. I don't think that she's pregnant, but you know what? Just so you'll leave me alone, not for my own clarity, because I'm clear. I will ask her if she's pregnant. And she's like, no, I'm not. I know. I'm just the messenger because your dad's too fucking stupid and scared to come in here and ask you himself because he knows there's a possibility he'll get yelled at by you. So here I am asking you this stupid question that we both know the answer to. Because here's the thing, I'm one of those people, I'm like an empath of sorts. I can usually feel when something's going on. It's very weird. Everyone thinks it's weird, but I'm like, something's going on with you. I don't know what it is, but something's going on with you. I think I would know if she were pregnant. I just would feel it. You know what I mean? She comes from my loins. I would know if she was pregnant or not. So she is not. It was just a stomach bug that probably about, there's 30,000 people in this town. Probably 20,000 of the people have this stomach bug that's going around.
Well, and she works with kids.
Yeah. So there you go. If you're a friend of the Libra Lounge with Keisha, which I hope that you are, it is time for the gab.
We know she has a really big mouth, which sounds kind of dirty, and that's probably true too. Let's gossip. The gab with Keisha.
So you guys really liked whenever I told you like Catholic school stories. And the other day, the particular school that I went to, they have a little Facebook page, right? And I got a notification and it had said that Mrs. Crockett's son, this wasn't the good part. Mrs. Crockett's son was killed. But I had not thought about Miss Crockett in years. So like a flood of memories came back. Now, we're at Catholic school. We have told that we are sinners and we are divine to go to hell, even for breathing wrong. Okay, we're not allowed to have different color hair. We cannot wear like bold, bright colored fingernail polish or anything. Like, it had to be, you are in your crisp white shirt, either your uniform skirt or uniform jumpsuit. And let me explain something to you real quickly, because this has nothing to do with the story. We had the fucking ugliest, I mean the ugliest uniforms on planet Earth. Our uniforms were so ugly, we envied other Catholic school girls' uniforms. Do you know how ugly something has to be that you are envious of another school uniform?
Another Catholic school uniform.
Another Catholic school uniform, okay? Like, I'm not talking about like Madeline them. They had the cute little berets, the little yellow skirts. That wasn't us. Our uniforms were forest fucking green, deep navy blue,
Ooh.
yellow and white plaid. Not the big plaids, little bitty ugly plaid. Horrible, disgusting. It looked like fucking something a gremlin would wear because it matches their skin tone. They were horrible looking, okay? Like, it was dreadful. Every single day we had to put them on. You couldn't style it up. I mean, it was just bad. So we have to wear this ugly shit every day. We're not allowed to really express ourselves, all right? Now, the hairdos, kind of, sort of, they would let us get away because it was a black school. They kind of let us get away with shit like that. However, nothing clear, basically clear. They may have told us we couldn't wear fingernail polish at all. I don't know. But here's where we get to Miss Crockett. Now, they're looking at us, all these nuns, like, each one of you girls is a future fucking harlot. That is how they looked at us. That is how they treated us.
Just a bunch of whores.
Just a bunch of future fucking whores. I know you're thinking about dick. That is how they looked at us every day. So it was like punishment for us that the uniforms were so hideous, right? But then when I saw Miss Crockett's name, I was like, wait a minute. Miss Crockett. This is how Miss Crockett looked, okay? Now, mind you, I told you how we all had to look, what we were not allowed to do, but apparently that didn't apply to staff who were looking at as leaders they should have wore their uniforms. So Miss Crockett, yes, she's black. Miss Crockett had a black form, platinum blonde hair. It was almost gold, okay? That's not natural, correct? No, the only dark-skinned people with like that blonde hair are aboriginals that live in Australia or wherever they fucking live at, okay? This is the color of this woman's, this is manufactured hair, okay? But then, Miss Crockett, everything we couldn't do, this bitch got to do. She wore bold, and I mean bold colors every single day. I kid you not. And now that the memories are coming back, her skirts were tight because that woman had a fucking reindeer ass in the back of her. She wore tight skirts. They had a slit in the back, in the middle, okay? Then the jacket that she wore, or whatever top she had on, always was the same color as her skirt, okay? Then her heels, okay? Heels always were the same color as her outfit. But it doesn't stop there, okay?
I mean, she sounds coordinated.
The bitch was. I mean, here's more coordination for you. Her earring. Now, we couldn't wear hoops. Oh, God. Hoop basically meant that you were licking the balls of the devil, okay? We couldn't wear hoop earrings, all right? We had to wear the little studs, okay? And you know how my mom is. She's like, well, you're still going to wear diamond earrings. So, right. But they couldn't be hoops, all right? She wore large hoops, okay?
All up in the devil's balls.
Not silver, not of gold, plastic cheap.
Ooh.
Colored hoops that match her outfits, okay?
Scandalous.
Oh, no.
It gets better?
It gets better, all right. How long is this? How many inches is this?
Never ask a man to measure inches by sight.
Well, I know this
That's
is
probably about 6 inches.
All right. This woman had 6-inch long fingernails.
Wow.
And guess what they did? They matched whatever color outfit she had on that day. Not just that. They always had white polka dots on them. Okay? So Monday she wore yellow. Fingernails were yellow with white polka dots. Tuesday she wore red. So her outfit was red. Her fingernails polish had been taken off. They were red with white polka dots. Wednesday she wore blue. So she had on a blue outfit, and guess what color the fingernails were? Blue with white polka dots.
She sounds like a goddamn Power Ranger. Like every day she's a different one.
She sounds like everything they told us not to be, but yeah, she taught the fucking 3rd grade. And I'm just thinking, I was like, what a group of hypocrites. Like, you guys are scandalous. Like, we couldn't be gay. You have to pray the gay away. But then you gave us 2 gay priests. What?
You don't want us to think or look like harlots.
No, but you don't want us to think like harlots, but the nun who was the principal was fucking the music teacher. They're still married to this day. All I'm saying is, I would never send my child to Catholic school because I myself I think that I'm over the trauma of it, but look how upset I got just telling that story.
I mean, you got animated.
Yeah, we were bamboozled. That's why we're all fucked up to this day.
I kind of want to meet Miss Crockett.
You know what? So I think Miss Crockett probably is. She's
70, maybe.
She's probably 70 years old, and I guarantee you, if I had to guess, she probably ain't got no hair, but I bet you she got on a blonde wig, and I bet you every day, her fingernail polish color coordinates. That doesn't just get out of your system.
No, you don't do that just because you're working at school. That's you.
Well, not just a school, a Catholic school. Yeah.
But that
is in you. So I'm sure she probably has on a muumuu right about now, and it's probably sky blue with pink. So her
it's Tuesday, so it should be yellow.
Yeah, or yellow. So yeah. So there's another Catholic school story for you guys, but. This right here is some funny shit. So, every now and then I get into a TikTok rabbit hole. I just cannot help it. I'm like, I'm just going to go over here so I can look specifically at my favorite comfort content creators. But then you scroll and there's always some bullshit. So about a year ago, I saw this girl. Her name is Brene. And I'm just going to be honest. I stopped and looked at her page because she has probably the biggest titties I think that God has ever created. Okay.
How do you spell that? B-R-E? No.
Right. No, these are not. No, you're not gonna lick these titties, okay? Because they are human. Watermelons are envious of the size of her titties. They are so big. They are so big, she doesn't even wear a bra because a bra hurts her, okay? She's kind of short. She's plus size, okay? But I don't even think that has anything I think she said, I'm going to go ahead and be fat since my titties are so big. So everything is lined up, basically. They're huge. And I was like, scrolling, like, oh my God, what? Whoa, nature did that? Like, when you see someone with something so big, you just think it's fake. But I'm like, no, they have sag to them. Like, these are real. As if that is not attention seeking enough. I don't know, maybe she's related to Miss Crockett because she had 6-inch long fingernails, right? They're fake fingernails. But when I tell you, each one of them was decorated with about 25 little charms. Okay. I mean, she might as well have put little boo-boos on each finger. Like, I don't know how she did anything, and she did her own nails. Like, every time you know how bitches sound when they have a James Avery bracelet on?
Oh, chicka, 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 chicka.
That is how her nails sounded. Okay. So I know James Avery, and it being a big competition who can have the most charms on their bracelets. It's big here in Texas, so I don't know if it's big anywhere else, but it's huge here. That is what every one of her movements sounded like. But as if that wasn't enough, she has holes in every, she's got an nose ring on one nostril, a nose ring on the other nostril. Then she's got that bull horn shit. What do you call it in the middle?
Bull ring.
She's got that bull, which she resembles a bull. She's got a bull ring in the middle. Then she's got a tongue ring that is a bar. And I think just to top things off, because why not? She's got like a lip ring as well. All right. So you know me, I will hate watch anything and find some level of comfort in it. So she's okay looking, and she had this husband, and he had like, childbearing hips and stuff like this. So they were a pretty good match. So they were young, they were married, kind of just watched their story. Then all of a sudden one day she tells us they're getting a divorce. And I'm like, oh, okay, all right. But by this time I'm really kind of like done with her anyway. I've seen enough titties, I've seen enough face piercings just to carry on with my life. So I'm like, okay, they're breaking up. So then it started like, after a while, it started popping back up on my FYP, and she's with this other guy. Again, it's another man with childbearing hips. Look.
She has a type.
She has a type. That is most definitely not my type. Because if you look like you could push out more babies than me and you're a man, I cannot date you. Because every time I see you, all I'm going to think about is like you look like, I don't know, a batch of Hawaiian rolls to me. You look bready. You look doughy. You got that bready look about you. And then when I think about that on a human, I start thinking like a yeast smell. I don't like it. That's not my type of guy. Apparently it's her type, all right? Which to each their own. So she's with this new guy, but then I started like hearing things like the guy she's with cheated on his wife to be with her.
Okay.
Which, who am I to judge? It happens. Shit happens. But this is what makes it just nasty, okay? Just nasty. This guy was her best friend's husband.
Ooh.
Yeah, here's my thing. Cheating's bad. We know, we do it anyway. But you stop when it comes to your friend's partner.
Friends and zip codes.
Yeah, it's just, you don't,
Too close.
You don't shit where you eat, okay? But she did, okay? She even shit in the house where they lived at. Because she started living with them, right? And this is where Brene, and I think the guy's name is Tim, started hooking up, all right? Then they got together. So I'm thinking, okay, whatever. But then the wife, the ex-wife, because they did get a divorce, her name is Akira, she decided to sue Brene for, what is it called? Alienation of affection.
Of affection, yeah.
Yes, which in the state that they are in, you can sue for that, all right?
I've never heard of that.
Well, it's a real thing. Oh. So they've been in court for the last week. Let me tell you why black people make me sick, okay? We will not get our asses up to go vote for shit. We literally have to have our ancestors come down, lift us up, drive us to the voting polls for us to fucking vote. When I tell you that courtroom was packed, from people who learned about these folks from off TikTok, going up there acting like goddamn TikTok news reporters every single day. And I'm thinking like, bitch, where the fuck are your kids at? Who's cooking your kids' food while you're at the court filming someone who you don't even know every single day? I wasn't even out there, and I am a professional newscaster. So, anywho, Brene was so confident. Which, when you have big ass titties like she's got, you gotta be confident, okay? Because everywhere you go, people are looking at you. She's so confident that this case is gonna get thrown out. She decided to be her own attorney.
Oh,
Man, that's
no.
never good. That's never.
Never.
I mean, you can even go get you like the cheapest attorney. At least you have an attorney, right? They had over 700 pieces of evidence against Brene.
Like text messages, I'm
Text
sure.
messages,
Like all that.
videos, all things from TikTok, all these things, right? And not just that, it seems as though Brene became a little bit obsessed with her ex-friend. So her ex-friend, Akira, she was saying how she wanted to get this certain van. Guess what Brene got? That exact same van. And Brene, you ain't got no kids. Your kids are her kids. She needs the fucking van, okay? Whenever Akira would say, hey, I really like this perfume, guess what perfume Brene would wear? That perfume. Never mind the fact we've been watching this bitch for a year and we know you put on at least 5 different Bath and Body Works spray. That's the level. You don't know about Coco Chanel. You don't know about Dolce. You don't know about perfumes. You only know about body sprays. But everything this girl, it's like stripper shit. You know what I mean? Everything this girl says, Brene does. Long story short, Brene lost the case. Okay? She has to pay Akira $1.57 million plus an additional $250,000. So when they calculated it up, Brene would have to pay her, let me quit lying. I didn't pay attention to that part. But she's going to have to come up with a monthly payment, okay?
Yeah.
Because she lost this case. Now, good for Akira, I guess. But my thing is this. Why the fuck were you not suing your ex-husband? He's the one who alienated you. He's the one who cheated on you. He's the one that you had a contract with. It wasn't Brene.
So they're in a state, and there's a few of them that have this that alienation of affection, and it's specifically for, it's like a homewrecker law. Mm-hmm. So like it's for the third party who took your husband away or took your wife away. Like it's for that specifically.
Oh, thank God your wife just gave you to me.
Well, Texas doesn't have
No,
that.
Texas does not. Because, oh my God, everyone would be sued in the state of
can you
Texas who
imagine?
did that. Yeah, just in Galveston County alone.
Oh, we
Are you
know
kidding
lots
me?
of cases.
Well, it would be family law because, I don't know, here in Galveston County, cousins like to fuck cousins. So, yeah, it would be pretty messy, but
Yep. North Carolina.
this is bad.
That's crazy.
So, of course, Brene, being Brene, she gets on there. She went on the local news and said, I'm like, see, this is what happens when you don't have an attorney. Because the last thing you need to be doing is talking to any news.
Talking anymore, period.
Anymore, period. Okay, you really need to go sit down somewhere with a calculator and figure out how the fuck you're going to pay this woman that money. She goes on to the local news station and says, it'll be a cold day in hell when she sees a penny from me. She ain't getting nothing. Oh, Brene.
See me, Judge?
I know, exactly, right? So, because to me, if a judge were to see something like that, they could garnish your paychecks. Correct?
Oh, they can do anything to get a default judgment or a judgment. Yeah, they can do all that.
All I'm saying, Brene, I know your full-time job is being a TikTok influencer, and I put that in air quotes because I don't know who she's influencing. But girl, you better go go to a strip club and see if you can get on during the lunchtime. You ain't fine enough to be out there on the stage at night, but maybe for the breakfast lunch special, you and your titties. They should call her fucking Flapjacks McGee. Maybe you can make some money during the lunch hours or something like that, because you're going to have to pay this girl something. Yeah, she's going to. But speaking of marriage, our favorite half of the 1,000-Pound Sisters, Amy Slayton, got married to that really fucking weird guy that we're not sure if he's a pedophile or not. They got married on Halloween. And this is how I know a lot of people are going to hell. And I'm going to be the catalyst behind why they're going to hell. Because I wish I had $1 for every single DM I got. Because I posted the story. I posted the picture as well. I went as far as just to say this. Oh, look who got married. Oh, Dirty Feet Amy. And I left it at that. But y'all take it too far. I got at least 25 DMs saying, like I was there, Keisha, what's wrong with Amy's eye? Bitch, yeah, we all know she's got a cock eye. Now, why it looked extra cock in those People magazine photos, I have no idea. I think the eye condition is getting worse, but why are you trying to drag me to hell along with you? Because y'all know I'm going to laugh every time y'all ask me that question, because the eyes look particularly funny. Like we have seen, I don't know if it's because of the makeup she had on, because we're not used to seeing her like that. I don't know if she had on eyelashes or whatever, but just go ahead and close that left eye because it ain't got much else to it. I don't even think that it fully works, but she looks so nice. I mean, she looked nice for like that particular family nice. Yeah. She looked nice, but the eyes, I don't know what. Do y'all remember? When we were little in the 80s, there were these stuffed animals. No, they weren't stuffed animals. They were stuffed dolls, and they were called Huggables, okay? And they had big heads, short arms, short legs, but they had little bitty eyes, like the size of size of a sweet pea, maybe a little bit smaller. Well, that's what Amy's eyes have become at this point. Because the eye condition, which is not her fault, her mom did not take her to the doctor. That is what her eyes have become. They have gotten smaller and smaller and smaller. I don't know what's going on, but I feel like she needs to start a new show, and it's like Dr. Eye Man who's going to perform eye surgery on her eyes, all right? But this is what really took the cake for me. She had Brittany. Y'all know old potato face Brittany. Her sister-in-law.
Wow.
She was a bridesmaid. Which that's nice. That's real nice. But I tell you what, James. If you can get past some of your beliefs for, I don't know, a few hours out of a day to look nice in my wedding, I just feel like you need to be in the audience. Because I kid you not, Brittany had on the bridesmaid's dress, which cut off kind of by the shoulders. And this bumpkin had on a long sleeve white shirt underneath it. And y'all already know what she had on her head. She had a headband to match. Why would she do that? What? Why? Why not just say, I appreciate you asking me, but due to my religious beliefs and the fact that I'm going to fuck up all of your wedding photos, I'm just going to decline, and I would be happy just sitting in the audience for this. Because what? And then you got Tammy, because Tammy can't stand to see anyone happy. She is dressed in all black, and I want to say that the top she had on had rib cages on it. Why would you? I mean, it was Halloween, but God, dress up as a corpse bride or something like that. Why do you got to wear all black? Like, she's so Tammy. I don't know.
So Tammy.
So MTV announced that after 14 seasons, they are canceling Ridiculousness. Well, I can't. How would anyone even know? That is literally all they play on that channel. From 4 a.m. till about 8 p.m. every night, it is only Ridiculousness that's on. And then after they show 2 shows from 8 to 9, it is back being a marathon of Ridiculousness. They canceled the show, but the show's still playing. Right. I don't understand. Were those people still really making new shows? How would you know?
I don't know. And it wasn't 14 seasons. It was 46 seasons after 14 years. 46 seasons. That's insane. And
you know what the funny part about it is that the show isn't even funny. It is the people sitting in the videos that make the show fun.
Right.
I could have done that one white guy's job. Hey guys, let's check this out. And then you had the one girl, what was her name? West Coast Chanel. Yeah. She sounded like a squirrel. I could have done that. I could have done that, and all you had to do was put me in front of the camera, give me a very cute wardrobe, feed me bread and butter, and I would have done the shit for free. Like, how easy of a job is that to have?
This is wild. It actually, like, they actually broke it down in 2020. It said out of 168 hours of MTV's week, 113 hours was ridiculousness.
Now, that is just quite ridiculous
That's
to
crazy.
me. Like, it really, there is an entire generation that has no idea that MTV actually stands for music television. Because you know why? They've only seen ridiculousness and challenge number 154 play on MTV. That is all that they think that it is. All right, you guys, we'll be back right after this break. Now, you guys know I don't usually get on here and talk about products, but I have to share with you an amazing product that I have been using since October. And I tell you, what they say they do is exactly what they do. I don't know if you ever heard of Hello Lash, but it is this great eyelash serum that I started using, I want to say the second to the last week of October. And here's why. So I don't know if I've told you guys, but years and years ago, I got really bad eyelash extensions and I ripped all of my eyelashes off. So I was completely bald, all right? I had to wait like a while before I could start getting actual good eyelash extensions. And I'm not gonna lie, I love my eyelash extensions, but sometimes they don't make your eyelashes become healthier. So I wanted to find a product, which is really hard, that I could still wear my lash extensions, but I was also using the product so that I could grow good and healthy eyelashes. And I finally found a product. It's called Hello Lash by Hello Skincare. It is a water-based lash serum. And when I tell you, 2 weeks ago when I went to go get a refill, my eyelash tech actually said, "Oh my gosh, what are you doing to your lashes? There's so many new lashes." Yes. And I'm like, "Are you serious? Are you serious?" Because to me, this is what has happened. Since I've been using this serum, my eyelash refills are further in between. So usually I'm going every 2 weeks. And now I'm going on my third week right now because my lashes are so much stronger and healthier. Plus, I have been using these on my eyebrows as well. Yes, I have microbladed eyebrows, but I was like, what all of a sudden if like eyelash techs go out of business or like the microblading people say, I don't know, like we've been out, man. What am I supposed to do? Walk around with no eyelashes and no eyebrows? So I've been using them on my eyebrows. And when I tell you, I screamed because I have actual eyebrows again. Like I'm not having to fill them up. Like I use a pomade just to give them extra color. I'm not even having to use that because I actually have hair on top of like the microblading. So I wanted to share this with you. You can follow Hello Skincare on Instagram, or you can go to their website. It is helloskincare.com, and you can use code LibraLounge20 and get 20% off of your one-time purchase. And I suggest you get the eyelash serum. Like if you want to gift this to someone, it's the perfect gift. And I've only been using it. So how many weeks has it been since like the second week of October?
About 8-9 weeks now.
So, okay. So they actually tell you that you start seeing results in 3 weeks, and 6 to 9 weeks, you can really see results. And they're not kidding. Like it is legit down to the week that I have seen results. I mean, your eyelash tech usually tries to tell you, no, your eyelashes look bad because they want you to keep coming. But she's like, oh my God, look at your lashes. I'm like, the scream I scrump. So again, go to helloskincare.com and use code LibraLounge20 for 20% off your purchase. Welcome back to the Libra Lounge with Keisha. Boy, if you guys could have heard the conversation we just had off mic. Okay, so you guys know I love going to the movies. We usually go to the movies, if not once a week, once every 2 weeks. And every now and then we'll do 2 movies a week, all right? Unfortunately, the friend that we go with has moved away.
Oh.
I'm stuck with James. Man, doesn't make the movies quite as fun because our job was to annoy the fuck out of James during the previews and the movie.
Yeah, I have nobody to shush anymore.
Yeah, this motherfucker would literally shush us. No one else in the entire theater would shush us but him. And I don't even think he would shush us because we were loud. He shushed us because we didn't have him be part of the conversation we were having. But speaking of movies, I always like to give movie recommendations, and I have to tell you, the new Frankenstein by Guillermo del Toro is excellent. It is. Okay. Guillermo del Toro has created some of the most awesome movies, and his movies all have the same dark and light theme, mostly dark. Like there's always light in the darkness, okay? Like he made the movie Pan's Labyrinth, okay? Which is a wonderful movie. Unfortunately, it is totally in Spanish, so you will have to watch it twice because you're going to have to read all the subtitles, then go back and watch it again because everything around it is so beautiful and unique, okay? If you've ever watched Hellboy 2, The Golden Army, that's Guillermo del Toro. If you watch Crimson Peak, that's Guillermo del Toro. Let me tell you one thing about Guillermo del Toro. He makes beautiful things. But he is the sloppiest looking man I've ever seen in my entire life. You talk about a person that got rich and said, I still don't give a fuck. I'm still going to walk around with this fucking members only jacket with spaghetti sauce spilled on it and do an interview. That is how he looks. He just doesn't, he has no want to be a celebrity. Okay. So Frankenstein, can you look up the actor who plays Frankenstein in this movie?
Sure, I'll look him up.
This is not your typical green Frankenstein, okay? This isn't your Robert De Niro Frankenstein. This is a fine ass Frankenstein. This is a Frankenstein that makes all your ovaries drop when you see him, okay? It is good looking. Now, the guy who plays him, I want to say, did he play in Euphoria?
He did.
Okay,
yes.
He was hot in Euphoria, and he makes a hot. I mean, this man is so hot that when he started to grow hair, it only grew like long and stringy and nasty in certain parts of his head. And you still like, I bet I could do cornrows in his hair if you let me.
Yeah, the guy's name is Jacob Elordi.
Yeah, he. This is how you know you're fine. When
Australian,
you sat in the makeup chair for 10 hours to look ugly, and you still got women drooling all over you, and you are an ugly character, that is when you know you're fine. Okay, but back to the movie. Beautifully scripted. Guillermo del Toro, everything is light, everything is dark. And this is one thing about this man that I love. And you will always know it's one of his movies. Because I don't know what his fascination is with having leaves and rose petals drop from the sky. Not just drop from the sky, but like inside of a massive castle. You'll walk in and there's a flood of fucking leaves and rose petals will drop. Every single movie that I've ever watched of his has that same thing. I'm sure one day if I got to interview him, I would ask him, why you do that? What's the meaning about why you do that in every movie? I mean, I like it, I feel it, but why you do that? I mean, did you not have trees and flowers when you were growing up? Like, what is there a theme behind that? I mean, it's even in Hellboy, he still has it. So, okay, we got the good looking Frankenstein. The only complaint that I have about this movie, and all the people that I've discussed this with, we all had the same complaint. Is Mia Roth? Is it Mia Roth or
Mia Goth?
Mia Goth. Is that really her last name?
Yeah, Goth.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
it fits.
She has like a big name, so it's actually Mia Gypsy Melo da Silva Goth.
Her parents.
She's Brazilian and Canadian.
And her parents were on heroin when they gave her that name because what the fuck? They keep trying. Like she's been in movies like X, Pearl, a few other ones. She's Shia LaBeouf's baby mama. They keep trying to make her be this hot chick. It's not working. And you know why? Because she's not fucking hot. And if nothing proves it more, it proved it in this movie, okay? Her nose is a nose of, I thought about being a snout. And if I were a little bit bigger, it would be a full-blown snout. Does she naturally not have eyebrows, or are they just exceptionally light? Because we have microblading now. They do wonders for the brows. She's just not it. She was not needed in the movie. I could have done this role. And you know what I would have done it for? A nice wardrobe, bread and butter in my dressing room. And I don't know, let me do some of the press run. I don't know, I could have done it. But to top things off, and you know things are bad when a man says, what the fuck was that? And it has to do with fashion. For some odd reason, they kept making her wear these headbands made out of peacock feathers. Now, I love peacocks, and I love peacock feathers. There's a lot of symbolism within them. But as, like, what? Our friend Theo said, why? What is up with the peacock feathers across her head? I'm like, I don't know. Because to me, if you're going to wear peacock feathers, make it, what are those Indian hats that they wear? What do they call that Native Americans wear? The little things that have the feathers coming out of it?
A headdress? I don't know what the
Maybe. Well, make it big like that. Don't make it small to cover up your ears, because that just looks ridiculous. So back to Frankenstein. Because I don't want to give away any spoilers, but it's so beautiful. Like, it makes you, it warms, it breaks your heart, it warms your heart, and it puts a smile on your face. And again, Frankenstein is fine. So there you go. It's playing in the theaters, but it was like, what was it? It was a
Netflix, like a limited release kind of movie.
Yeah. So it released in the theaters. That's where we saw it because we're movie snobs. But then that weekend it dropped on Netflix, and it's doing fantastic because it's so, my mama said it's good. Y'all know that old hag don't like shit. And she actually comes, she goes, who that boy that played Frankenstein? Have y'all seen the new Frankenstein? Y'all know how I have to do her voice. She's like, how he look? Because I can tell he fine. I'm like, he is fine. Girl, I like it. But what is with those peacock feathers on that girl's head? Who is she? I'm like, I know, Mom. I don't know why they did the peacock feathers for her. So anyway, speaking of other disappointments that's not peacock feathers, Kim Kardashian did not pass the California bar. I feel as though, and I'm only speaking for myself, but I feel like I'm speaking for a shit ton of other people, we weren't surprised.
Nope. Not at all.
Like, we just were not extremely surprised. But I do feel bad for her because I'm sure she studied her ass off. She wants to, this is what it is. Her father has such a big legacy as an attorney. And if you guys don't know, her dad was Robert Kardashian, who was part of the dream team for O.J. Simpson. I'm sure he did other great things as a lawyer, but that is what we all know him for. We know him for being part of the dream team and for being the father of the Kardashian girls. All right.
Right.
So she didn't pass it, but I think they love their dad down. Okay. And I think this is a way of her trying to make him proud, because I know he rolled over in his grave when he saw Ray J and his elephant trunk dicking her down in that video, and it kicked off all their careers right there. I think she's like, I know I made Chris proud because Chris don't give a fuck, but I also want to make my dad proud, so maybe I should become an attorney. It's not working out for you. And the funniest part about it is, you know who she's blaming?
I can read it here, but you're going to have to say it.
She is faulting the 3 psychics that she paid to tell her that if she was or was not going to pass the bar. And 3 psychics told her she was going to pass the bar. Let me tell you what's wrong with that. Because you know I have a spiritual advisor.
Yes.
But you know what I don't have? 3 of them. If you have to go to 3, that means you didn't trust the bullshit that the first one said, and then you didn't trust the bullshit that the second one said, so you went ahead and you got a third one.
Didn't she also blame ChatGPT?
Yes, she did.
For
Yes.
not giving her the good answers? Which
Yes.
It's not supposed to.
Kim, you have accomplished so much in your career. You have come so far that really when people say your name, we don't think about Ray J anymore. We really don't. I'm petty, so I bring it up every time I mention your name. But you are quite successful. You are a brilliant businesswoman. There's no need. Look, you're playing an attorney on that new television show. Let that be it. And let me tell you something else. This is how I know Kim does not need to be an attorney. She's playing an attorney on a new show, right? She has on a suit because she is an attorney, correct?
Okay, makes sense.
But that suit, the pants of the suit are cut out in the back so that it's G-stringed at the top and then business casual at the fucking bottom.
Wow.
Kim, stick to being Kim. You are a millionaire. I think you could be a great advocate for those who have been wronged by the justice system. But I don't feel like you need to really go in the courtroom to lose any cases for these innocent fucking people. I just don't.
I know I wouldn't hire her for a traffic ticket.
No. I would, no. Stay far away from Attorney Kardashian. I don't care how many billboards she has out. Can you imagine what her billboards would look like?
Yeah, I can.
Exactly. And here's the thing.
That's the problem.
We've all seen it before, okay? So, sorry, Kim. All right, so you guys know that I cover all of the Love During Lockup, Life After Lockup, Love After Lockup, all the lockup shows on Pink Shade, right? Right now, we are at a moment where we do not have a new season. The new season kicks off January 30th, all right? But that doesn't stop any of these morons from being in the news. And you know what else it doesn't do? It doesn't stop them from committing crimes, okay? I'm like, sometimes I think to myself, okay, are they really doing this so they could get picked up for another season? Or are they really just as fucking stupid? Then I feel fucking stupid because I know good and goddamn well they really are just as fucking stupid. Okay, so we have followed the story of Letitia for about 3 seasons, I want to say.
I think before
2 or 3.
Yeah,
okay.
Before, during, and after.
Yeah, so 3 seasons of Letitia and her husband. Like, we completely forget the dude's name because it's always my husband. It's like, Letitia, stop. Like, husband is spelled Husband. There's no such word in Merriam-Webster's dictionary that is Huzzzzzzzband, because that's not a word. It's husband, okay? We have watched her story of her having her relationship with Keith. We went with her to her visits and things like that. During this process, Letitia's been in a lot of trouble her damn self, all right? So this last season, which we just ended in October, Keith, her husband, was finally released from prison, okay? Which he don't talk no better than she does. He literally sounds like he's got a half of a Popeye's biscuit in his mouth. When you are speaking full-blown English and you still have to have subtitles, you probably need to get with somebody because something's not right. All right, Keith is out of prison. Bam, the season ends. Soon as the season ends, while the season is still ongoing, Letitia gets arrested, okay? We know she's a fraudster, all right? Anyone who says they have a business and you go into their business office, okay? And all you see is girl boss, boss girl, boss babe this, head boss babe, head bitch in charge, boss, lying with the crown on, boss babe, hoochie mama boss, I'm that boss, I'm that bitch, hire me, I got you, hey, you know they're full of shit, they're a criminal, they're a crook.
Red flags.
Everywhere. That is a criminal mastermind, all right? But, there's a lot of colorblind people in the world. So people actually hired her to do their taxes for, not just like their personal taxes, but like their business taxes and payroll and stuff like that, all right? So this one woman is suing her. It's actually going to federal court, all right? And as a reminder, in case you didn't listen to our recaps, the house that we see her in during this season of Love After Lockup was in the woman's name who she defrauded, okay? Ain't that some shit?
Wow.
That is when you are at the level of being a criminal. That is like mob level criminal, where I don't give a fuck. Yeah, this is her house, and I'm still gonna lay up in it. You're gonna see this house every fucking Friday. You're gonna see me in this house that is in this poor woman's name. The poor woman's name, and when I say poor, I think she really is poor. And she has a child who is dying. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
God.
So I don't know how she did this, but for some odd reason, she was able to make the $40,000 cash bond. I don't know where she got that money from, but they paid the money. Okay, great for you. Maybe you can go home. Maybe you can go to that Catholic school I went to. The school is closed, but the church is still open. Maybe you could go there and find the Lord and be a better person. That's what we hope for you, because you've got 2 young children there. All right. Season ends. We're into a new month. We're in November. It should have been no crime November. Okay. But these people don't live by that creed. So first we saw that Keith, who was in prison for 12 years for drug distribution. Okay. And I think he got time added on because he's always doing shit while he was in prison to get into more trouble. Boom. Keith has been arrested. Okay. You wonder, okay, what'd he do? For drug possession.
Of course.
12 hours go by. Guess whose mugshot we see next? Letitia's. You know why? Because they got arrested together for trying to sell drugs. Do you know how bad of a drug dealer you are to get caught selling weed? Little kids sell weed and don't get caught. How the fuck are you 2 grown, able-bodied people? What were you I don't know. Were you on the street with a sign that says, I got weed? There's a weed special going on over here. You want to know where to buy your weed from? Buy it from us.
Boss bitch weed.
Boss bitch weed over here. Never mind that it's illegal in the state. This is where you want to get your weed from. How did you get busted for selling weed? Do you know that? Now, I'm not going to say all that. But do you know how hard everybody knows someone who sells weed? And you know what they don't do? They don't get fucking caught. Because it is so easy to sell weed and not get caught. That's why I'm like, what? How did this happen? He's still in prison. I mean, he's still in jail. She got bonded out. I don't know how they pay rent, car notes, have food or anything just because of all the bail money they have to spend. Okay. Just from all the, and you know, she's got so we all know, if you saw the show, she has an attorney.
Oh yeah.
Awful.
Yeah.
Awful.
Prison attorney.
I think he done gave up on her. He's like, bitch, you are not being filmed right now. I cannot work for you. I can only work for you when I am getting free advertisement from WeTV. So I don't know what she's going to do. I don't know that Keith is going to be able to get out because this is a huge parole violation.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? It's this craziness. And then on top of that, you got Deontay, who if you don't remember Deontay, he's the black guy with the world's biggest teeth and gums. I don't know how you have big teeth and big gums. Usually it's one of the other. Either you've got really big gums and small teeth, or you've got really big teeth and small gums. But he managed to somehow have them both. Remember, he had Nicole Jr., which was his
sex toy.
His sex toy.
Yep.
That he named after his girlfriend who didn't really want him. That girl never did sleep with him after she got out of prison.
No.
He has to be one of the goofiest motherfuckers on planet Earth. He's so goofy that he's famous for how much people fucking hate him, right? So he got this girl pregnant. He's a black guy who just refuses to see any part of a black vagina. He just don't want it. He's allergic to it. I don't know what it is, but it's got to be pink. So he knocked up this girl who was 18. And if you do the calculations, you figure out she was probably 17 when they started dating. And he's 33. So everyone's like, ew, Deontay, you're so gross. Anyone named Deontay is kind of gross. They're going to be gross. Their name is Deontay. They call him Donate. That's how much they hate him and his name. So he knocks this girl up. Everyone's like, oh, that's gross. That's statutory rape. It wasn't, but it was still like, why are you dating this girl, right? Because she's a trash basket. I mean, she just trashy looking. Anywho, they have this baby. We noticed that they weren't like posting pictures together. Like he's always posting stuff. This is what he puts on social media. Oh, I don't know why you guys hate me so much. No matter what I do, you guys hate me. Man, what I do. Man, I can't do nothing. If I look left, you motherfuckers hate me. If I look right, you motherfuckers hate me. I can't do. Y'all love to hate on Deontay. I don't know what it is that I do. Y'all just go hate. Well, get off of social media where we can hate you in silence. Like you won't see our hate for you. Just get off. But you keep posting shit and you're going to get hate. I don't know. You're quite annoying. You're annoying. When you post things, it's quite annoying. So I don't know. Either stop posting or stop being annoying. There are solutions that you do have, but you keep choosing to keep posting. So, mugshot. It is the girl he had the baby with.
Her name's Addie, right?
I don't know.
Aiden Brewer. It's
whatever.
a teen stripper, basically.
I don't know. I mean, I have total disgust for her because she laid up with Deontay. So she got arrested for assault of a family member. Now, I posted this story. And what I said was, I need to know if Deontay and his teeth were her victim of this assault. Okay? Because there's no way you can hit Deontay in the face or any other part of his body without touching a tooth. Because they're just that big. So a couple of days later, of course he posted something, and everything he posts is always so cryptic. He was like, y'all hate me no matter what I do. Y'all gonna hate me. Y'all don't know what's going on. This is my boy. Y'all can hate on me to the end of time. I'm still gonna be the best daddy that I can be. Well, good for fucking you. That's what fathers are supposed to do. You're supposed to be the best dad. So then the girl gets on there. And you know it's horrible to read people that are half as illiterate when they post something, and you're like, man, they should have asked for a little bit of help with that. So she makes a post, and she's like, you guys don't know what's going on. You guys just assume. You guys don't know what I go through every day. Well, bitch, tell us about it. What you be going through? We want to know. We're all ears, in fact. You guys don't know. This is not the first time it's happened. Well, what happened? You're not telling us what happened. You guys just don't get it. We don't get it. Can you please explain at some point during this post? Can you please let us know that you punched the shit out of Deontay? That's all we really want to know. As a matter of fact, if you were to post that, you would go viral. But no, you're sitting, you don't know. You guys don't understand. You guys just want to talk bad about us. You just want to talk bad about us. And you guys just, all y'all want to do is talk bad about. Well, bitch, give us something good to talk about. Give us something good. We're going to decide how to figure this out ourselves. Well, it sounds like you're trying to figure it out with the rest of the world, because otherwise, why did you make this post? Again, she didn't tell us what happened. They're trolling us. Like, they're trolling us because they know our big dumb asses will sit there and watch every post she makes from here on out to see exactly what happened. Because this
is the post.
Yeah, because that's just what we do. Anywho, thank you guys. That's our show. Thanks for sticking with us. If you're enjoying our show, please go onto iTunes and leave us a 5-star review. If you listen to the show on, what else is the show? And the show is on Amazon Music,
Spotify,
iHeartRadio,
iTunes,
all those things.
All the platforms.
Leave us a 5-star review. And if you know what, if you can't leave us a 5-star review, you can leave us a 4. But here's the thing. If you got something negative to say about the show, DM a chick. You ain't got to put all my business out there in the world. As I said on Pink Shade, when you leave a bad review on iTunes, that is like you cussing me out in front of the world. Cuss me out in private. We can have a conversation about it. Be like, bitch, I don't like what you said. I'll be like, what'd I say? Because you know I don't remember what I said. We can talk about it. It could have been a misunderstanding. You thought I meant this when I actually meant that. But when you leave a review that's negative, I have no way of defending myself. So, DM me positive stuff on the reviews. So, yeah. And if you like the show, share with your mama. And we will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
It's the Libra Lounge. The Libra Lounge. Ooh.